Okay, so let's get started. Hello, everyone. Sergei Egorov from Zero Turnaround. Some of you might know me already because yesterday you attended or not test containers talk. Anyway, today I will talk about a completely different thing. I will talk about how the modern infrastructure can actually help you to develop, to deliver. So it's not about DevOps, it's how track named Ops for Dev. Anyway, today we'll talk about the next generation Egorov was talking about. So he said he don't know how it will be. I think I do. So yes, zero to cloud. And the question, what is cloud? So people say cloud, 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 but they don't really sometimes understand what is it. What is the modern cloud? Is it just a bunch of servers? Nope. So I can place my servers, I know, in my living room. And can I code cloud? So you see this cloud instance, this cloud instance? No, it's not. So real cloud means APIs, services. So you consume services from clouds, and all major cloud providers, they provide you services. So I can't even say that DigitalOcean is a real cloud for me, because it's just single service, I would say. Just start some containers, more or less, that's it. But I want more, I want real services. And I consider cloud as a bunch of services. So in case of Amazon, we have a lot of them. So really a lot. And they might cover almost any aspects of your software delivery or software development, or not even software. But I will not review every of them, only a couple, because as I said, there are a lot. First of all, why I'm talking about it? I work at Zero Turnaround, at cloud-based solution, and we have to deliver, we have to deploy, and we think that modern clouds, they provide really great ways to deploy your applications. So in our case, we love Docker. We really do. And Docker is a great thing to deploy your services, to abstract away the way how you describe your service. It becomes just a single black box, and you have some outer interfaces for this black box, like ports or volumes, but it doesn't matter what's inside. And you can even change the way how you run your application. For instance, you were running on Tomcat, then you decided to replace it with Netty, and you don't have to ask your admin to change something. It will deploy the same image. It will not even know that you changed your application server, for instance. Obviously, a year ago, people were asking me, do we use Elastic Container Service? Because it's the most popular solution to run Docker containers on Amazon right now. And my answer was, nope. Why? Because back in the days, Elastic Container Service was able to run only single service instance per your real instance, per your EC2 instance. So they were advertising ECS as a modern solution for solving the problem of pets versus cattle. But in this case, they force us to make some, I know it's a good word or not, petting, by thinking about where my service will be executed. And this is bad. And for small environments, it was really hard to scale it to different services. We had to think about ports. So, okay, this service will use this port. This server will use another port. So it was a problem. So we decided not to use. And at that time, I was happy with Elastic Beanstalk. It's a great service from Amazon, simple as hell. So you just, I know, in simplest case, you can just upload your zip file through the Amazon console, and it will be deployed. And it will contain, for instance, in case of Docker, it will contain Docker file and maybe your app.jar. So it's really simple one. Then in October 2015, what we were using, Elastic Containers, Elastic Beanstalk and Docker. In November, Elastic Beanstalk and Docker. But then in September 2016, we started finally to use Elastic Container Service with Docker. As you can see, I really love to talk about Docker, so Docker all the things. So my company awarded me with Docker award. It's our internal award. Yeah. And why ECS? Why now? So I was saying that ECS is bad. Then I started to promote it. Then we switched our staging, and day before the release, we switched our production to ECS because they introduced application load balancer, second generation of load balancer on Amazon, and it solved all the issues. So now it doesn't matter on which instance your server's deployed, because load balancer finally can map to the same instance multiple ports. So it's a game changer. Plus, now it's a single load balancer for all your services. With limitation of 10 services, I think, but you can ask for increase. Anyway, 10 services should be enough for everyone except Netflix. Yeah, so they solved it. Question, how to configure stuff on Amazon? Because, okay, they have so many services and you have to configure them somehow. So people usually go to console, they press getting started, follow these default recommendations from Amazon, end up with some security groups with generated wizard, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like a mess. And after 1 year, if you ask somebody, how did you configure this part of our Amazon? He probably will not answer you, because it's unclear. He clicked something in the console, then he clicked even more and more and more. He changed some parts of the configuration. You can't even follow what he did to change it. So, CloudFormation. As Igor mentioned already, CloudFormation is a service to describe all your Amazon resources in a single template. So, I have a template. Okay, just kidding. I have a template, and then I upload it to S3 bucket. After all, I call CloudFormation, and it will create all my resources. It can create almost all Amazon services, instances, for instance, or load balancers, or ECS configurations, a lot of stuff automatically, and plus in immutable way. So if you change something dramatically, for instance, you replace, for instance, Elastic Beanstalk with ECS, you apply new template, and CloudFormation, without any downtime, by the way, will apply your new configuration, will delete all the resources. So I think it's great. It's real immutability inside your cloud. And you can store your template somewhere on GitHub, for instance, or your own server, doesn't matter really. So your colleague might send pull request like, you configured C3 large instances, but the modern ones are C4 large, so let's just replace them. Okay, I approve it, I approve. And then my, for instance, continuous delivery pipeline will approve, will deliver this change through the stages, and you can reuse the same template, and I really recommend you to do that in continuous delivery manner. So you promote your template from development to staging, from staging to prod, so we can test your template. And it's a real test, especially if you have some system tests. Yeah, and I will show you a demo. So some people think that to start with CloudFormation, to create ECS, it takes, I don't know, a week. So your manager asks you, okay, how much will it take to configure me a production with ECS? And you say, I have to do something. Probably I have to click a lot in the console. So, okay, 1 week. Nah, it's just half an hour. Have half an hour. And just to, I know, highlight this half an hour. It's me, and this is my iPhone. At least it should be. Yeah, you see it? Anybody knows Volt? Great app for food delivery. Okay, I think. Okay, no, I don't want to walk. Okay, Toit City is a great place, so I'll order pizza here from stage. Why not? Pizza. Can somebody come in some? I don't know. Francescana. Anyway, I want Francescana. Yeah, I press go to checkout. Half an hour. You see, 31 minutes. It's probably there, so I'll just highlight it. So I'm not cheating. It's a real Bolt application. Vote delivery. Yep. Delivery address. Okay, it's. I don't really know the address. Okay, very valid. Hope it is. Okay, second floor. Grand one. Conference, by the way. Call me. Okay, and I guess I have to scroll. So many actions to order a pizza. I think it's simpler to create production environments than order a pizza. Sending order and order send. Okay, so I have half an hour. I'm really hungry, so yeah, I hope I will configure it faster than pizza delivery. Oh, you see, it's 26 minutes. Awesome. So it's even less. So I will start with CloudFormation, because I have to create my environment. And CloudFormation basically allows you to describe your environments in JSON in YAML. Yeah. So it's declarative format, not imperative. But I want declarative format. So I use CFN DSL. It's a Ruby DSL to generate these JSON files. So you can write it, execute compilation for it, and then you upload your JSON file. As simple as that. Okay, so in my case, I'm going to deploy two services, service foo and service bar. And these services, my developers send them to me. So I open them because, you know, I'm so DevOps guy, so I know both infrastructure and development. So what is it? Okay, cool. It's Spring Boot. Awesome. It's so easy to deploy Spring Boot, thanks to my developers. And I have two services, foo service, bar service. Let's run them. Okay, I run them. Take some time to build. And yeah, I think I can open localhost. If we take a look inside these services, they are very huge. So they are not microservices. They are, I know, macro services. So first one is bar. It's our top-level service. It will call foo /foo/hello, and we will answer with message like got response foo client.hello. It's Fein, by the way. I know about Fein, yeah. So I open and I see hello, got response, hello, I am something. Because if I open my foo application, I see that for each foo hello, it will answer with statically generated random string. So I can assume is it the same instance or not. So we can check, for instance, load balancing. So as you can see, it works. I can also open foo/hello. Maybe yes, because it's another port. Yeah. So I am static variable. Okay, cool. I describe them here in my template. So if you think that CloudFormation describe it with services equals something and then CloudFormation do, no. So you still have to list all your resources, all these great resources like instances, like cluster, and so on and so forth. But you do it once. You list them once, and then you just modify them when you need it. You commit them to GitHub or your internal server. It doesn't matter. So it's not like every day I write, I know how many, 300 lines of CloudFormation code. No, it's not. The interesting part here is services, and for each service, we create Elastic Load Balancer target group. It means that for each, for instance, /foo request, all requests will go to target group foo. And my ECS under this target group will register Docker containers I started, plus some listener rules and the service definition itself. As a default value for task definition, for the description of what I'm going to start, I will use some debug definition just to check that my service started. So I go to CloudFormation console. It's clear, as you can see. Nothing started. Then I click Create Stack, and I choose File to upload. By the way, this file is my old file, so as I said, CFNDSL, you have to compile it. So to compile it, you have to call Ruby. I used to develop in Node a lot, so I kind of got used to the tool calling other tool, doing one simple thing. So I will do the same. Let's call make. We wait for make. As I said, I really love Docker, so yeah, I use Docker to call Ruby because why not? I don't want to install Ruby on my Mac because somehow it's not working. Yeah, maybe I forgot some sudo or something, but you know, it's Mac. Anyway, as you can see, it took our template, our templates.services.rb, the same file I reviewed before, and then it compiled it to output service.template. So now we can take this file and upload to CloudFormation. Of course, if you are happy with JSON, I don't know, maybe you're psycho. Anyway, you can write these JSONs yourself by hands, but for me it's really hard to do, so I use RubyDSL. It's not written by me. This RubyDSL is popular open source project, so you will find a lot of documentation about it, and community is big. So I will call my stack 0 to cloud, and I have some parameters to configure. For instance, in my prod, I want 10 instances. In staging environment, I want 5 instances because, you know, why not? It's a cattle, so it doesn't matter how many instances you have. It's only about the computation power you want to achieve. So in my case, okay, I'll select 3 instances, C4 large. So desired capacity is capacity I want. It maps to autoscaling group. So we can configure resources with parameters like autoscaling group, and max size is 3. Okay, I select some subnets, VPC. It's something I don't really know, but I have to. Thanks to Amazon. I acknowledge that I will create some IAM resources because actually I will, and CloudFormation will take care about it, because with CloudFormation you can even create users for your application or for your Amazon. And now create in progress. Meanwhile, I have to deploy my Docker applications to the registry. So speaking about registry, in my case, I use Amazon's Elastic Container Registry, but you can use Docker Hub or your own private registry. It doesn't really matter. So in my case, I use Amazon's. So I have 2 repositories, Z2C foo, Z2C bar, and now I will push with Docker to this repository. So my Elastic Container Service will be able to start containers from it later. What I have to do? Okay, let's stop my applications. So First of all, I have to build my application. My developers are smart, they use Gradle, so yeah, I just Gradle build them. And what I have this build distributions barservice.tar archive with Dockerfile included. And Dockerfile is actually pretty simple. So we use config, tool written by me, to load environment variables from different sources like JSON files, DynamoDB tables, Redis, console, and other sources. So we just wrap our java-jar app.jar command. That's it. And we expose port we run. So let's use Elastic Container Registry to actually build our application. Hopefully internet is fast enough. Okay, and now I will build my second application. It's bar. So generally do the same. These steps, it's up to you. You can run Docker build on your, I don't know, on your Jenkins instance, for instance. And this one is a full service. So while my application, my environment is starting, I'm submitting my images to my Docker registry. Push, so standard Docker commands, by the way. Push bar service. I push full service. And sorry for switching, I just have two services, but these are pretty equal. I just have to run the same commands. So this is my full service pushing, and as you can see, internet is not that good as I expected. Anyway, we are flexible. By the way, let's check. Okay, we have 4 more minutes. Oh, that's more than enough. Awesome. So, what's happening here? Something is being created. We can check the status, like, okay, I know that I will create a load balancer, as I said before. So, okay, Jesus, Amazon. Okay, so I have my load balancer, and I want to check who is looking right now, can be reached. Okay, it's not even started yet. We wait. Of course, when you apply your CloudFormation template, you can check the progress. So here I see some events like cluster started, for instance, create in progress of cluster, create complete of cluster. So if it fails for some reason, you manage to screw up your configuration, it will roll back. So your environment will not be affected until it's green, until CloudFormation applied it completely without any issues. And it's not that fast to apply them, because, especially because of immutability. So since your environment is immutable, sometimes some resources will be recreated, but just a matter of minutes. So in our case, we wait for pizza while it's applying. Create complete. Awesome. So now if I open foo, I see my foo instance with dummy service. If I open bar, I see bar service. Plus, since I decided to start 2 instances of full service to check load balancing, I should check that I actually started 2 of them. So we check, and you see host name is being changed. So we have 2 instances of full service. and one instance of bar service. So, okay, we created our environment. Now let's create task definitions. What is task definition in ECS? This is how you describe how you want to run your Docker container. Think Docker Compose configuration. So in Docker Compose, you say, okay, I want this image, these ports, these volumes. This volumes the same. So we go to ECS console, and we create new task definition. Okay, let's create task definition for foo. As you can see, you can do it visually. You can do it in JSON. You can use APIs to do it. You can, of course, you can use CloudFormation for it as well. So in my case, I will just do it from the console. It asks me for Docker image, and I will use my Docker image ID I got from Elastic Container Registry for full service. It's like this. So I paste it, memory limit, nope, yes. Port, I use 8080 because it's Spring Boot, you know, and I don't use any host port value, so just random port, I don't care. It's cattle. So yeah, that's it. Nothing else, I guess. No. Okay, I want to limit CPU, so you know, I don't want some service to eat all my CPU. So I scroll until I found, yeah, finally, CPU unit. It's from 0 to 124, some magical number, I don't know where it came from. But it's, think percentage, but not 100%, but from 0 to 1024. So I create foo task definition, and I also have to create bar task definition. So I created. I create bar task definition with the same container name, application. I copy paste repository URL, set the hard limit of memory, some ports, some CPU units, edit, and I save it. That's it. So right now we have our task definitions, so we should apply them. So we have cluster task definitions. Now we have to say, hey cluster, please change this service so it should run this task definition. So we go to clusters in our ECS console. We select our full service, press update. You can do it with Jenkins, for instance, during your CI or CD. This is what we do, and I wrote a plugin for Jenkins to simplify this process. Anyway, during this talk, I will do it manually in the console. So I select foo task definition I created, 6 because I was doing my presentation today, so I created 5 more before the presentation. Anyway, I select this task definition, and everything else remains the same. So number of tasks too seems to be true. Minimum house, maximum %. It means that how you want to deploy your service. For instance, if it's production service, user handling service, so you want to deploy it in zero downtime manner. If it's not, or it's not safe to scale, you deploy it with values like 0 and 100%, so it would drop all previous instances and start new ones instead of replacing them one by one, for instance, or half by half. So it's flexible. I press update, and it started to update. I go to cluster again. I select my bar service and do the same. Exactly the same bar. I had some issues with bar service, so it's 13. Yeah. And I update. We wait. As you can see, we have running count of previous deployment as 1 and 0 as our new deployment. So it will deploy them one by one with 0 downtime. So if I open some of these services, by the way, I say it's 0 downtime, but I'm not sure I configured it right now, but it should. So we see, okay, booted, no message available. So if we, I mean, it's /hello, hello, I am something. So you see, we actually have 3 instances right now because of zero downtime. So it started 2 new ones and an old one. And now, yes, we have only new instances. So right now, my Spring Boot application deployed, and my pizza not even arrived. Like 6 minutes. Jesus, I want my pizza. I'm hungry. Anyway, you see, now we open my bar service, and it shouldn't be like that. Demo, demo, demo. Oh no, bait gateway. So something happened, right? Now we want to debug. So people say, hey, you DevOps dude, your environment is undebuggable. Where can I get my logs? You start your applications in Docker containers, you don't write logs to files. How do you even work? So, no, please don't create stateful containers, and log is a huge, valuable part of your application. Don't put your logs locally. Don't put your database next to your service. Create separate storage for database for logs. So let's debug what's happening. Let's create another revision of our bar service. So I select bars task definition. I click create new revision. And then I go to container configuration. And here I have environment variables. So I can, no, I will not use environment variables. I will use built-in syslog driver for Docker. So ECS is just a wrapper around Docker, so everything available in Docker available in ECS after 1 year. So you can use built-in functionality of Docker to send all system out to some syslog endpoint. So in my case, I will use PepperTrail. It's a good service to collect logs. Free for use for small environments. I open documentation, so yeah, even DevOps is still documentation-driven development. So, okay, I check syslog address. Yeah, I have it. So let's apply it. Jesus. Hello? 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 Yes? Yeah, it's a Viru hotel, conference room, 2nd floor. Ask them where Topconf is happening, grade 1 actually. So it's room 1. They know that you arrived, so just come up. Just enter and ask for Topconf and grade 1. They will show you. Virukeskus or no. It's a hotel, Viru hotel.
Viru hotel?
Yes.
Okay, conversation. Okay.
Yes. So waiting for you.
Conversation
and 2nd floor, room grade 1.
Room. Okay.
Grande 1, sorry. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm really hungry. Hurry up, please. Okay, so I create new task definition. I go to my cluster. I open bar service. I update it. Check my new bar definition. Go update. And now what I can do, I can check my logs from my container right in my cloud service called PepperTrail. So I wait for it to be deployed. So again, running count, no running count 1. Meanwhile, my full service is running okay, so I can play around with full service. It's so funny, these two similar strings. Yay. Okay, while playing, I will show you a great picture. I didn't know how to put it to my presentation, so I will just show it to you. It's really awesome. I don't know what is it, but it's brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, Yes, this is how I work. I usually watch funny pictures. Yeah, as you can see, we have some logs, and hopefully we do. So internet's bad, so I have to reload for some reason. Okay, so I see dynamic load balancer, I see exception, and what I see here as well. It's a bit messy, but anyway, I'll highlight it. Current list of servers is empty. Okay, my developers use Spring Cloud. It's a great thing. It simplifies my life, but I have to configure it. So I go to task definition. I open it again. I create new revision. And now I will configure one more parameter. I will hardcode my load balancer as a Spring Cloud source of service. So it will know where to call foo service. So I add environment variable with simple JSON like foo ribbon list of servers. And I use my endpoint like this. I update, I create. Hello, come in. Yeah, hey, pizza. Press update. I view my service. Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, it's me. I ordered it. Yeah, it's recorded by the way. So yeah, you're famous. Yeah. It's soon, by the way. Yeah, it's really soon. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, my pizza. I'm hungry.
Yes. What's your name?
Sergei.
Good. And closing and take your food.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's so fast. It's even faster than was. Uh-oh. Thank you. Yeah, thank you a lot. And just, can you say it's not a fake? So yeah, please. I don't know you. I didn't ask you to come here at this time, so it's not a fake, really. Can you please approve it?
Not fake.
Yay!
I'm worked with
Thank you.
Volt and food taxi. I love it this work. It's very, very good. Volt take apps and calling with me and thank you.
And now I should get paid for it, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. So, how was it? Good? Good? 5 stars? Yes? Yeah. Awesome. Just in time. Just in time, really. And review now? Never. No, I don't really review the applications. Questions?
How long is your bill for AWS?
It's bigger if you compare to running servers, I know, at your living room. But compared to the amount of features and compared to the value we get for this money, it's even small. So it might be bigger. I can't answer with a concrete number. Plus, it's weird to say like, okay, this demo cost me, I don't know, €1 maybe 2. So, yeah. Any other questions? Sorry?
What are you going to do with the pizza?
Sure. Sharing is caring. Any other questions? Igor? We'll see. Okay, then thank you. Yeah, that's it. Half an hour to deploy production environment.